Hey folks, and welcome to the Pipnotic Symposium for the 18th of February 2020. Today we're going to have a run through at a few different things, and we're going to start off with the S&P 500. See, this thing is, it's racing north. It's been moving higher without looking back for a very long time. And what I'm seeing now kind of makes me believe as if we're going to continue higher on the monthly chart. And you can see we're above this one here. So let's see if this month closes above this high, or if the body of this candle closes within the range of the previous. If that happens, then we have a bit of uncertainty, which I think is welcomed uncertainty, because this can obviously not continue forever. Price has been racing north for a very long time, and it hasn't really given much back. And so this is unprecedented historical highs, and price is still looking very, very strong. So we need to see this change. And will it change? Absolutely. It certainly will change, but we don't really know when. All we can do is kind of look at price and see what's going on there. So if this is what it looks like on the monthly. We had kind of an area here that was tested once, twice, then we had kind of a move through it, and now price is kind of headed off for the races, and we're still moving higher. Okay, so if we have a look down here, price is moving higher, obviously, and you can just see that we've had, a lot of rejection down here. Accumulation moves higher, another one, and so price is really looking strong. Let's go to the weekly for a bit of clarity. You can see we had this retracement here, where are we? This one here, sorry, which is the most recent run where price was racing north, and we had some market structure. Did it fail? Let's have a look. Technically speaking, it did, because we managed to close. Sorry, I have a candle form below the trend line, but I think we're probably seeing maybe some divergence here on, if you're looking at some kind of an oscillator, and price did kind of like advertise these cheap prices, which onboarded a bunch of very optimistic people, and the price is continuing to move higher. The price is really moving strongly. It's looking very strong. If we have a look at this, looking at this, prices, we've managed to trade and hold above these highs here, and so price rallied, we moved sideways, we moved higher. Let's have a look. So this one here closed above this high here, so we have something here. Yeah, I like that. So we got that just here, which is testing this one, and so we do have something around here, like an area of demand, which looks interesting. Okay, it's been tested one time almost, and then price has not come back. So this is a nice area of demand, the 31.7611. Now price looks like it's having a bit of a pause, but notice that we did close above this previous week. So this is showing strength. But essentially we want to see this begin to break down. Now we're kind of painting these distribution. We don't know if it's distribution or accumulation until price either closes above or behind the highs or lows of this area of accumulation / distribution, and so now it's pure speculation. So price is trading below this low here. If we manage to close out the week, close below here, then I think we're probably going to see price wriggle lower from here. We can't really see a whole lot of clarity on this chart, so let's have a look here. You can see how we have this candle here. When price left here, we moved above here, so we have the buy zone is there. Here's the demand right there. Interesting area of demand. This is 4-hour demand, and so prices moved higher. We came down almost back to this area, and then we came up above these highs, and now we're kind of gapping lower. Okay, so there's something in here going on, probably some profit taking, I'd say. I don't know if it's, I think people are trading maybe slightly defensively now, because this is very high, and so people are expecting it to pull back at some point, but people probably just don't know when, and so there's a lot of defensive trading going on for the time being, but we are beginning to cut back, and I'd say that this is a result of profit taking. Go to the small time frames. Okay, we have this nice area, price came down, price went up, the slingshot was pulled back to the edge. We could refine it even on this time frame to here. Now price left, price came down to the beginning of the buy zone for this, for the big pullback is here, and then it goes back to this one here, which is a 33.59.73, and price is still kind of moving away. But looking at this, you can see that we had see these candles all, this one, the body of this is in the range of the previous, the body of this is in the range of the previous, so all of these are linked together. Okay, but notice how price kind of went down, we came back up. So this is serious selling or profit taking. Okay, and then price came back and then we gapped down. So this is telling me that we have selling from here, so from the highs. And I'm saying that because, I mean, if you look at the way price poked back up into this area here, then we gapped lower. So we have that up there. Price has already retraced back to here. On this one, just here. So you have a couple of areas to watch. This area here, the 33.89.68, and we have the one, this line above it. I can't read it, it's too small on my charts. But if we have a look in the 30-minute chart, maybe there's a bit of clarity that we can have a look at. Move this away from here. Yeah, not a lot of clarity on this time frames either. Let's go to the smaller time frame. We're trying to find that clear breakaway point, and still nothing. Let's see if we have it here. Okay, there you can see it. Here we have, see, sometimes you have to go to the really small time frames to see it. Okay, so this candle, we have a kind of an inside candle. The range of this candle is within the range of the previous. This opened, this one closed below the low, and so the beginning of the sell zone for that would be something like this. Price tested it, and now we've moved lower. Okay, so that's what we can see there. This is the 5-minute chart. This is pretty pokey time frame, but you can see, I mean, this is what we have. I mean, price left from this area just here. Yeah, I mean, we do have a gap. If we go to maybe the 4-hour chart, let's see where that gap occurred. That's probably a daily gap. Yeah, here's the daily gap here. So price is likely going to want to close the gap. So we went up here, we opened here, we closed here, now we're pulling back. So we're probably going to fill this, come back to here-ish before we figure out what we're going to do. And so, I mean, I wouldn't be selling yet. I mean, intraday you can do whatever you like because you can have a look on the smaller time frames. But I think longer term, I think you need to be a little careful about selling. Ideally, you want to see some serious selling. You want to see daily, when prices going like this on the daily, and so you want to see serious breakage of market structure. We don't have that yet. We want demand to be removed on the move up, which we don't have yet, and so everything supports price continuing to move higher. This little move here could be profit taking. I don't think it's selling. It could be a little bit of selling, but I think it's probably going to be more profit taking. So people taking slippages on their profit taking because there are simply no buyers up there, which is why price probably gapped down like that. Yeah, so I don't know. That's what I have to say. I wouldn't buy it and I wouldn't sell it, so I would kind of stand aside and wait to see what happens here because price is really racing. Okay, let's have a look at something else. Let's have a look at the Euro American dollar. Okay, let's go to the weekly. Wow, this is really low. Okay, so we're beginning to react at the beginning of the buy zone. You can see here how price popped up. This candle closed above this one. This is a accumulation. So the beginning of the zone is here, but notice that the candle after it managed to close deeply into it. So it's actually down like that. There's not a lot of supply available in that area, and also we have a gap here that still needs closing, so I feel more inclined to wait and look lower, and I'll be looking down here. This one closed above these and the area that it is here, so I'll be looking more down here. And here we have a lot of parents and children, child, parent. So if we focus on the parent, this one closed above that one, so look from here. So I think that's what we have there for demand. This is just kind of price kind of trading efficiently, and we want to move to the base of these moves. And price rallied, slingshot was pulled back, we went up above this high, slingshot was pulled back, and we gapped higher. We're probably going to start to see some reactions here and here, but we'll have to wait and see. But price currently is looking to move lower. We have a look on the monthly. Yeah, we're moving lower quickly. So we have a look at this. See this one, this candle closed below this distribution candle. So I go like this. So we have some supply there, because this big strong thrust originated from the low, from the 111.18. Now prices continue to wriggle lower. There's probably some supply below. If we have a look, you can see just here how we had price came down, we moved sideways, we moved down, we revisited this area, the child, and this is where we broke away from, and now price is racing south. So we have another sell zone here. We have another, his sideways movement, this candle left it, so we have another one here. We have some more like going on here. So that's what we have for those. There are a couple of areas there. I'd be more comfortable selling higher. Let's have a look at what strength is doing. Yeah, we are really, really low. If we look here, I mean, these are like, there's some pretty low levels, but look, we've been there before and price didn't do it, didn't care a whole lot about it. Oh, software's grinding. Yeah, and so we had this big push higher, we started to move south, and then we've had a decrease in selling pressure, but price is still moving lower. What does that mean? I don't know, maybe a huge push to the north at some stage. Let's see what happens. We're reaching these very low areas here. Sorry, this is so messy. This probably makes no sense to any of you, but it makes sense to me. But it's really messy to look at. But you can see here that I mean, price is coming down to these extreme lows, and it's pretty comfortable with continuing lower, even though price is pushed lower. Okay, and so yeah, I mean, we can expect, I think, price to wriggle lower for a little bit longer, because the flows are certainly aligned to do that. But we do have this demand down here. Do we have anything else? Yeah, we do have stuff here. Here we have a nice area. Here. This is interesting. The beginning of the buy zone is there. And we actually, sorry, let's clear all this off. Okay, so when this one was formed, we had some pullbacks. So we had a pullback to here. You see that wick came back there. We had another one there. So we have a couple there. Okay, there. It's been tested. Now price is coming close to that. And notice, this one has been tested, and price went pretty far through it. Let's see if it went all the way through it. Not quite, pretty close to all the way through it. So I think price is going to tear through that pretty easily, which brings this little area to our attention, which is below price. Okay, and so we want to wait to find the area that takes this one out and sell as price rallies up into that and follow it down to around this area here. But this is a monthly chart, so this could take a long time to work. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to keep it short for today. S&P and the Euro American dollar. Have any questions? Send them in. Thanks for watching.